Okay, so Telegram has just dropped a huge November update, and let me tell you, it is packed with stuff that might totally change the way you use the app. We're going to break down everything you need to know. We're talking live stories, fair auctions, the whole shebang. So let's get right into it.
All right, first up, the headline feature. And it really starts with this one question. Think about it. What if your stories could be, well, live? I mean, imagine you're posting a story, but instead of just some pre-recorded clip, your followers can actually watch you in real time. Sounds kind of cool, right? Well, guess what? With this new update, now you can.
And that brings us to the first major update, the ability to go live right inside your stories. Now, this isn't just some small add-on. We're talking about something that completely transforms your stories into your own personal real-time broadcast channel.
So here's the deal. Live stories basically take two things you already know and smashes them together. You've got the familiar, quick format of a story, right? And you've got the immediate, anything-can-happen vibe of live streaming. You can broadcast what's happening this very second, and your viewers, they get a live chat to talk with you and with each other. It's pretty genius.
And this is a really big deal, especially if you're a creator. I mean, you can stream using pro tools like OBS, you can manage your comments, you can even set a price per comment. And for everyone watching, it's all about that interaction. You can send comments in real time, and you can use these things called Telegram stars to support the creator, which, by the way, can even get your own message highlighted and pinned for everyone to see.
Yeah, let's talk about those Telegram stars for a sec, because this is key. This is basically the money part of live stories. If you're watching a stream, you can just tap the icon to donate stars, and that directly supports the host. It's a really simple, baked-in way for creators to turn all that engagement into actual revenue.
But what about privacy, right? Of course, that's a huge deal. And don't worry, Telegram has you covered. They're giving you the exact same powerful privacy controls you're already used to with your regular stories. So you can choose who sees your live stream. Is it for everyone? Just your contacts? Maybe only your close friends list? You can even handpick specific people. It's all in your hands.
Okay, moving on. Next up, Telegram is adding to its productivity features with a new tool that is all about one thing: automation. You know, saving you time.
So this new feature is called Repeated Messages. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like having a little personal assistant inside your chats. You can set reminders, you can automate those regular messages, things like a daily check-in with your team, or maybe a reminder to pay a bill that comes twice a month. You just set it once, and you never have to think about it again.
And getting it set up, super easy. Seriously, you just write out your message like you normally would. Then, instead of just tapping send, you press and hold the send arrow. A new menu pops up, you tap repeat, and then you just pick how often you want it to send. That's it. It's an awesome little tool for building habits or just staying on top of your tasks.
All right, let's switch gears completely. We're going from productivity to digital collectibles. Yeah, Telegram is rolling out a brand new way for you to get your hands on those super sought-after, limited edition items. And they're doing it with what they're calling a fair auction system.
So first, just a quick refresher on what we're even talking about. Telegram gifts are these unique digital items. You can pop them in your status, group them into collections, you can even trade them. The problem is, some of the really cool limited edition ones would sell out in like seconds, and that was, well, pretty frustrating for a lot of people.
So, the big question is, how does Telegram fix that whole sold out in 2 seconds problem? How do they make it fair for everyone? Well, the answer is a brand new auction system.
Let me walk you through how this works. It's actually pretty clever. First, you place a bid using your Telegram stars. At the end of a round, the top bidders, they win a gift. Simple enough. But here's the cool part. If your bid wasn't quite high enough, it just automatically carries over to the next round. So you get another shot without having to do anything. And what if you don't win at all by the very end? No problem. Your stars get fully refunded. See, it's designed to be way more fair and to stop those crazy flash sellouts.
But here's where it gets really interesting for collectors. Your rank in the auction actually determines the unique number of your gift. So the person with the top bid, they get the number 1 gift. The second highest bidder gets number 2, and you get the idea. This adds a whole new level of strategy and value if you're serious about collecting. Okay, so we've covered the big new features, but that's not all. This update also brings a ton of visual polish to the app for both iOS and Android. So let's take a quick look at what's new in the design department.
So it looks like the design teams for both iOS and Android have been putting in the work. If you're on iOS, you're getting more of what Telegram calls their liquid glass look. Think really slick, energy-efficient animations on profiles and in menus.
And for the Android folks, you're getting a brand new minimalist input field and these really satisfying blur effects when you scroll. It just gives the whole app a much cleaner, more modern vibe.
All right, so let's do a super quick recap of this monster update. You can now go live in your stories and even make money from it. You can automate your messages to repeat on a schedule, you can get in on fair auctions to win digital gifts, and on top of all that, the entire app just looks and feels way better. This is a massive leap forward for Telegram, for sure.
And all of this leaves us with one final, kind of big picture question. When you start adding live streaming and a digital marketplace and powerful automation tools, all into what is supposed to be just a messaging app, what are you really building? You know, people talk about a super app, one app that does everything, messaging, social media, shopping. So you have to wonder, is Telegram quietly building all the pieces to become the West's very first true super app? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.